Welcome to episode 2 of the Unorganized Progression Podcast. The reason I'm pronouncing my words like this is because
he was just stuttering.
I just messed up.
So right. Hey, he forgot the name of the show. He's like, damn.
I ain't forget the name of the show.
He said, what we call this? I'm like, dog.
I ain't forget the name of the show.
Bro.
I just can't say it today. I've been talking for 8 hours straight.
So he had those dudes say 11 a.m.
Man, all right. See, you doing it again. Y'all family, y'all should know that that's wrong.
Did I introduce myself?
No.
All right, my name is Jay Sims.
I go by the name of Prolyphic J Professional, and today we are greeted by Voodoo Ranger. Imperial IPA from New Belgium Brewery.
All right, we're going to cheers it up, dog.
Cheers it up. This is actually an improvement from the last time because that last...
I brought chocolate milk with alcohol.
Man, it was gross. And I had to let him know, like, bro.
Hey, but we had to drink it, though.
We did. Yeah, we had to drink it. That price was outrageous, and this was probably a little bit less, though.
Real talk, dog.
$9.99, $10.
Hey, a little bit of information because I keep everything 100% real on here. I had coffee right before I came in, and because I was tired, so I worked a 12-hour shift last Friday.
Sure did.
And because then we had 2 brews, alcohol percentage was pretty high. When I got
like 10%,
something like that. So I got home, went to sleep because I had to be somewhere super early in the morning. The next morning, I had to dial Earl. I was in front of the toilet bowl.
You got his number saved. He got Earl number on C. You know how you can say it? It's like number 2. It's Mom, Earl.
Right. It's on speed dial. So I felt my stomach felt a little queasy. I was like, man, it's like I'm not drunk, but I guess like the chocolate milk, alcohol mixed with the coffee just didn't.
It was a little bit too much sweet.
It was too sweet.
Yeah, I feel you, but I understand
it's
that.
Better.
You know, we appreciate everybody for checking in with us on the first episode. We're going to continue to do this weekly.
Yes.
We're going to switch some locations. We're going to rearrange the same locations sometimes, too, man, just to spice it up a little bit and keep you interested, especially with the subject matter, too, man. A lot of things going on. A lot of talk for you today. We also have a special guest in the building who we'll be bringing in a minute. I know you see the extra stool is empty. The extra brew that ain't been touched.
Ain't been touched.
Yeah,
man. Drink it, dog. If you don't drink it, man, I'll be highly disappointed.
If he don't drink it, he not gonna be on here no more. How about that?
I'm not gonna curse at him. I'm not gonna slap him in the face, dog. I'll just be telling him I'm highly disappointed in him. Right? But come on, man.
So without further ado, we're gonna bring in our guest. We're gonna talk to him, and then we're gonna bring it in.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
Man,
What's going on?
What's up, world? What's up?
Hey.
We want to introduce this man right here.
What's going on?
This 6'5" dude. We call him Milkman.
Right,
Milkman. Since high school. Man.
Why do we call Why the hell do people call you Milkman?
Please explain, because I've never heard the story.
The milkman always deliver.
Okay.
Before it was the U.S. Postal Service, it was the milkman.
As opposed to the mailman.
Before the mailman, it was the milkman.
Because people need their milk, I guess, for sure.
All right, they milk.
They need their vitamin D.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a brand.
Would you knock on the doors with the
No.
When the guys was gone, the women was there. You know, you got the little 3 bottles of milk, three little glasses of milk.
It came through basketball. Senior
All
year of
right.
high school. Well, actually, my junior year, y'all senior year.
Our senior year.
If y'all remember Coach Mann.
We're talking 2000, 2001, something like that.
Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Dog, bro, you haven't even touched your beer, man.
It did seem like it just yesterday.
Yeah.
Gotta get some of the Voodoo Rangers. Never had it before.
If you don't like it, you still gotta drink it.
Yeah. And you can see it.
It's tasty.
Yeah. There you go. Got a little bite to it.
Voodoo need to send us a check. They want to get a little bit bigger, though.
Yeah, so until then, we're going to turn the bottles this way. And you won't see a damn thing, or may not hear about us mentioning what it is.
It's like a shot of vodka.
All right.
It's a punch, but it's good.
There you go.
It's
all
great.
right, man. So yeah, we here today, man, with Milkman. You know, I don't want to keep calling you that, man. I refer to you as Nick because I just didn't really think that Milkman was appropriate. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like an insult almost, but I thought you
I thought it was because he was light skinned, dog.
That too. That could have been came from it. Came from it.
I thought you like the mixture. Are you mixed product?
I am a mixed individual.
Okay.
I come from a different background, but
Right.
you know, majority African American. We do have some Arabic in our family.
Okay.
In our bloodline, I would say that.
Okay.
So
They say once you got like a little bit of black, you black, bro.
man, that's
That
what
would
it
be-
is.
What you put on your driver's license?
My name,
What ethnicity?
Other on there.
I put the black man on there. You know what I'm saying? I put the black man on there.
Just put a fist. I'm done.
Okay.
My name is Yannick. Everybody remember me, Yannick. You know, my name is Eastern European, French, Polish. Comes from that part of the continent, Europe.
Unique.
So, you know, it's something different.
I feel like you tell chicks your name is Yannick, man, they just like, ooh.
First, I was
different,
uncomfortable
dog.
because people made fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially
Yannick,
growing up in the area.
Sonic,
we grew up in.
Yeah.
Yannick by Yannick, you know,
Yannick
I heard
by
a
Yannick.
little bit of everything, so
Okay. Okay.
didn't like my name at first, but now it's a little different.
You grow and get comfortable as a man.
Yeah.
You start to understand your uniqueness. I mean,
Sure.
that's one of those names where, you know, most of the people in the entertainment industry or the people who are just, you know, kind of doing something off the wall but successful at it, man, they got those names.
They do, man.
You know, as an example, like Future, he's one of the hottest artists right now. I think his name is like Nevadius or something like that. Just forget, like, what is that? It sounds like
Man.
another planet that's about to
Nevadius,
jump into
it
the
do,
solar
man.
system.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I thought
That's
his
like-
real name was Future.
It sounds like an alien STD name or something.
It sounds like something that you're not going to live too long with. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got to get it cleared up.
That's crazy, man. I mean, you made it work.
But let us know what you've been up to, man. Like I said, we ain't seen this guy since 2000, 2001, maybe a little after that. And, hell, man, we just linked up following the first podcast, man. Reached out, you know what I'm saying? And tell us where you at right now, where you been, or whichever direction you want to go, whatever.
And I've been working after high school. Took up a scholarship at Ohio State. Transferred over to Columbus State. Played there for a couple years. Came back home. It was like 04, 05.
Bring us on somewhere, dog, as a kid. That's what's up.
Yeah, you know, I had some goals, you know.
Okay.
I suffered an injury.
Hooping.
Yeah. So
My dog.
I fell into a, you know, small depression. You know, when you're young, you don't know how to handle it.
Exactly, dog. That's
So
your
that's
life.
what you've been doing up to that
Yeah, man, that's your
Right.
life. That's all you know.
Get through it. So took up a scholarship in Alpena.
Alpena, okay.
Thanks to the advice of brother man Cordell.
Ain't that like when you drive like 9-10 hours but you still in the same state?
Yeah.
It's like 9 hours but you're still in Michigan.
Yeah. Tell people where that's at on the mitten.
I would have to say Alpena's like right up almost at
Yeah,
the top
okay.
somewhere in
Yeah,
there.
that's far.
Somewhere past
Yeah.
no black man's land.
Yeah, like it got real pale up there.
Yes.
But you fit in
I kind
halfway.
of fit it in a little bit.
Hey, you know, you had two things going for you. You was hooping, and
Yeah.
then, you know, usually athletes get a lot of love.
Right,
but you
right,
also fairer skin, for
Yeah,
lack of a better
yeah,
term.
exactly.
So, all right, it might have been a little bit of a better transition.
So, like, if you got pulled over by the cops, man, the cops really don't know how to assess the situation because they're like, okay, he might be black, he might not. You know, let me address this man like he's a
They evaluate my size.
okay, he's a threat.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying, Sean? That's their first evaluation. You know, not just the police or anybody. A lot of people just evaluate you on your size if they don't know your personality.
Right.
Most of the time they wrong, but when they wrong and intimidated, that's a good thing. So that don't bother me.
Right.
You
So
know?
I see you big dude, but you got a couple tats. I see, man. That's also can be a little intimidating.
Yeah.
You know?
And trying to figure out also,
Yeah.
initially, we don't see people like this up here. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing?
Right.
You got to be up to no good. And that's a fucked up mentality to have.
So you up there
It's
still
real
in
hard,
cars, bro?
is.
You know what? I think they was more worried about the fact that I was from Detroit than
Okay.
anything. There was a lot of Flint guys there, but you
It's
know, I was
something
the
different.
only Detroit guy.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like people felt like they had to prove stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of
They
like,
tough.
look at my gun, man. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Look it up, man. I don't-
What?
Then people be shooting
I'm from
shooting
Detroit,
themselves in the
isn't that
leg.
what you do?
All right,
I don't
shut
know.
up.
Detroit just
Who
care
said
about
shut up?
guns and
Hey, man, that's kind of funny style. Like, why are you trying to impress me?
it's just That's how it was. It was always
So you should be trying
come
to
show me something.
You should be trying to impress these chicks. I mean,
I had 2 years under my belt already. So the college life was just really like, it was really just class and basketball at that point.
Mm-hmm.
After a couple of years, you done it all. So
What's some
mental focus at that point?
I guess, man, like, what's like some crazy experiences that you may have had since, you know, we missed out on so much out of milkman life, man? Well, what's been good, man? What's the story, dog?
anything you can share.
Anything that you can share?
Crazy experiences, man.
Crazy experiences?
Well,
No.
one of them would be,
There are no little kids involved, right?
nah.
That's
Besides my own, you know.
Okay.
I got to strangle them sometimes. But,
You might want to edit that out.
Yes.
You know, to be real, I'm a real straightforward guy, man. You know, and the craziest thing that happened to me, and some of my craziest stories just in life growing up, was when I went to prison. You know, that kind of threw me for a loop as a young man and making a mistake and then being thrown away. It was kind of a growing process for me, and you know. It was a crazy event.
When you say being a young man, because we still relatively young now, so how young we talking?
I was in my 20s, man. I was 24.
Okay, so
I
early.
was at that stage where I should have been finishing something, but instead I was
Yeah.
starting something.
Okay.
So,
I mean, only if you want to, answer, dog. Like, what you do?
man, delivering and manufacturing of narcotics.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know what, man? That's a cycle that a lot of us be caught up in, man. But I mean, I could only imagine that, like, when you in the mix, man, and kind of how you got like the rush that you're receiving from that.
Yeah.
You get a transaction to go through, and man, you get that fast cash, dog. You feeling good, like you just hit the winning shot, dog.
I don't know if it was like that.
Not like that.
It was definitely a decision that was made because at the time I really wasn't thinking. I just didn't care. I thought that it was, it was something that somebody asked me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I could help with that nature. It's just that person ended up turning on me and sending me in a different direction. This happened when I was in Alpena. So I'm on scholarship. I'm playing basketball. I'm a known athlete in this school, and
And you know what, man? That's also a good segue to a little something that's going on here currently. You know what I mean? Like you got the
ball, brother.
I don't want to call him middle child. What's his first name?
Middle child.
I think it's Leangelo.
But you're right, dog. You don't want to call him middle child. I wouldn't even thought of that.
Yeah. Because that's almost like an insult in some worlds. But, again, freshman at UCLA, brother really is the one who has the more notoriety at this point, obviously. Playing for the pros.
Older brother and little brother got more notoriety.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. But, he's doing his thing, and they had an exhibition game in China, and he, along with two other guys on UCLA Bruins, were arrested for shoplifting.
I heard about
one of those high-end stores. I can't remember which one.
He's out there.
So this wasn't fake media. This really happened.
Well, again, fake media could be the case, but I mean, it's been maybe 4 or 5 days since this came out initially, and no difference in the story has come out. So it could very well still be the case. You know what I mean? And whether he did or didn't do it, it's just one of those situations where I didn't really look at it like in a judgmental way. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it like, okay, young boy did some stupid shit. I done stupid shit. Clearly, you know what I'm saying, we've all done some stupid things, whether to what degree, lesser or higher. And I understand the situation. I've never been placed in that spot like he is. I wasn't at a big-time university with a scholarship and the potential to go on to the pros, even if it's from nepotism, because my brother is the point guard for the Lakers and he can get me up in there. I've never been in that spot.
Word, nepotism.
I'm only halfway through this.
Vocabulary.
On the bottom of this, I'll be through. But I always look at those things, and if we can also tie in Meek Mill's current situation too. Like, he's not as young as the Ball son, but you look at these people and say they got so much going for themselves and they got all these opportunities, yada yada yada. But I look at myself at their age, and I was doing some stupid stuff too. It's just that I was never on that level of popularity or celebrity, and I didn't have as much to lose. Man, things to lose, but I didn't have millions of dollars. I didn't have opportunity to go play for the pros. You know what I'm saying? So my situation would have just been the regular old stupid 20-year-old, 19-year-old doing something crazy.
Right. Let me chime in, dog. No, get on LeAngelo, whatever his name is, Angelo, the middle child, the ball, second son.
The next up.
Now, what gets me is that if you drive a Lamborghini, you should not be stealing, right? If you got a Lamborghini, right, as your car, because your big brother bought it, the family making money now, dog. They got a little show on YouTube.
Right.
You know, I'm sure they're receiving something from that.
Of course.
Father appears to be an asshole a lot of times, but he knows how to get some attention for his sons.
Of course.
And his marketing is great. But
Extreme marketing.
if you drive a Lamborghini and you're stealing, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
I didn't know he drove a Lamb.
Listen, man.
I had no idea.
I didn't know what he stole.
Yeah.
I feel like it was probably like something like knick-knack. They said, like, hey, it's a joke, man, I'm just going to go ahead and steal it, but they actually got caught up. But you said it was like from a high-end store?
Yeah, like Gucci or Louis, one of the two.
That's dumb.
That Gucci and Louis in Japan and China?
Yeah.
Dumb.
Well,
man,
the point of it all is, you know, obviously, I don't care where you are. I know that a lot of the guys on television, ESPN, all that, they made a comment about the Chinese government and how difficult and strict it is over there.
Sure.
But that's something that you shouldn't be doing anywhere. I don't care where you
No,
are.
man.
You could be here. You could be at a Gucci Louis store in Vegas, New York. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be doing those type of things. But again, I'm not going to beat the brother down because, it was something stupid, even given the situation that he has. And sometimes, man, no matter how much you have, you just, my opinion of what you just said, I know he had a lamb and all that other stuff, but if he does and he's got all this opportunity, I just think that he mentally ain't ready for all that he has been given. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the dude who jumped straight from high school to the NBA and gets a multi-million-dollar contract and then he blow his cap. Like, yeah, man, look at his mind ain't even mature enough to deal with everything that he's given at this point. So don't expect somebody to just switch their mentality just like that, just based on their circumstance, man. You gotta grow.
I mean, I will say this, dog. He was for the past couple of years, he was bred for this lifestyle. Because they get in televised games, dog. Chino Hills, you know, so they was getting bred for. He knew this. He knew what was coming, dog. He know the cameras is everywhere. Right. You know, he should have known better, dog. He didn't have a LeBron treatment. His brother did, but that should have trickled on down to him understanding how to maneuver in this game.
No, he definitely had a head up on understanding.
He had a green light on the easy
light.
light.
Still in LA, so he's still there with him. You know what I mean?
You still got the family, the core,
still right there,
sitting there together. But it's just a wild situation where I think that I know his father probably. And his mother probably too, told him and schooled him and gave him the game. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Y'all got children. Yeah. I know y'all drop the jewels on y'all children all day, all night. But don't they still bump their head sometimes off the same shit that you told them not to do? You know what I'm saying? So while it's still wrong, I'm not gonna assassinate his character. Not saying y'all doing it either, but I'm not gonna assassinate his character because I understand what it's like to be a college dude. And I mean, I think back to some of the things. I ain't done nothing completely heinous, but I've done some things to where if I was on a higher scale, I would have been scrutinized and they would have tried to bury me too. It's just that I wasn't shit in the eyes of Americans. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. So they was just like, all right, go on, do your thing. Give me the fine or whatever. Get about the way. You know?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think it's
his circle is better than what he's doing. His actions is not reflecting the circle of people that he's around.
No, it's not. It's him lashing out. My older brother got a shoe deal through the daddy company. My little brother got a shoe deal
in high school.
He was like, "Dog, I ain't got no shoe deal."
Isn't the little brother the one that had like 90-something
92 points? He got like 45 points for cherry pick.
Right.
But
hey, no,
Angelo had like 72 points a couple games. He was getting it, dog. He's an offensive machine.
I don't want to take it too far, of course, but why didn't they send nobody else back on the other team to stop the cherry pick?
Dog, that's a dog, exactly. Just like,
Stability of the division. I mean,
Yeah,
with it
yeah.
being a private school, I mean, I know they're a national team now, but
Right.
you know, for the most part, they still play 7 to 8 games in their division and in their county and their state. So those teams may be horrible.
It could be, dog. I mean, for the coach not to say, you just stick to this man.
Right.
I feel like a couple times he was trying, dog, but still, at the same time, dog, he still scored 45. You know, with points like tested.
Well, all right. Like with defense on.
I have seen some games where he struggled because of defense.
He did. Yeah.
So,
I'll say this. I'll give it to like the younger brother, dog, because he got like an arm on him for him to be like 6'3", dog, and weigh like 87 pounds, dude. Like, he throw that ball far as hell, dog. His range is crazy.
Yeah, I hadn't seen
wow, I haven't seen it.
Man.
I got kind of scared away from the ball situation because of Dad. And I use the word scared because I just was worried that he might say the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then I kept hearing you talking about Jordan and this and that.
Yeah, he said a lot of wrong.
I was like,
It was one of those
Okay.
things where
Okay.
it was like one of those things where I'm the father. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna bear the cross for my sons. I'm gonna say outrageous things. I'm gonna say things I don't even believe, just to keep the attention over here. Even if they paying attention to me more so than the sons, at least they on the Ball family as opposed to what LeBron doing, Kyrie doing, Steph, whoever. So it worked in the sense of getting people talking. But this is the question that I have: how did he even get this platform to begin with, though? Like, how did he start? Like, you can't just walk up at ESPN like loud and brash and just saying, "I'm here. I'm about to start talking."
The sons were able to play well. They were good. The moment he got that first bit of shine, dog, on camera, tell us about your son. Okay. Oh, this is my time right here.
Oh, okay, so
he
he
just took full advantage of it.
He probably was holding that in for a long
Dog,
time.
he got 45 minutes of shine, dog. Man.
Okay.
and you would expect any father to be like that towards their son. I mean, I think that it's just it's a brilliant marketing move. I mean,
It is, man.
No, he got it down pat.
so much of the stat quo is the guy that came from the hood. The guy that came from this, the guy that came from that hood, had to struggle through gangs, and it's not. I think for the media, especially sports, and it was good for them to show a family,
It was.
ballers, and the dad. I don't even know much about his dad. They say his dad was a good athlete.
Yeah, I was like 2 points in college. I mean, shit. I mean, he played college ball.
By this point, it don't even matter if he was good or not. He got what he wanted. He got the
He
spotlight
got
on
3
him.
boys.
He got good
They
business.
all very athletic.
Yeah.
And, he took them to a good school where they could shine. And
I mean, one thing.
It was better than everybody because honestly, I think if Lonzo Ball was in a different division or a different state, I don't know, man. Some ballers out here, man.
No, that's true. The
He's
only
a
thing
baller.
that
Don't get me wrong, but
he's struggling. I mean, he's struggling. This is the problem I got with ESPN and everybody else and all this. Like, Alonzo's struggling, as all the other rookies are struggling. It's just that he got the spotlight on him, so we're looking dead at every little move that he's making, and we scrutinizing it, analyzing it.
Fixer-upper right now. They are.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those situations where you're not even allowing this guy to grow, like the other rookies get a chance to. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting looked at as closely as focused on as he is, right? So
Because I think Brandon Ingram might be getting a lot of attention in LA in different areas, but he's expected to perform this year. No matter what Lonzo Ball does, he is the guy that has the experience and a good college coach and come from a good stock. So they probably waiting on him to do something faster than they are Lonzo Ball.
I like Lonzo, man. I'll say this, dog. When Lonzo was talking and he around his dad, and y'all see like the interviews, to me it seems like he don't want to say nothing wrong,
Right.
because he could still get a whooping.
It does seem like
he don't want to jump off brand.
He don't, dog. He ride with his daddy hard, dog.
Because if you cross this big baller brand,
Dog.
you're gonna get a whooping.
Don't pull out that belt, boy. I'm pulling out.
I feel like LeVar still has all the keys to Lonzo's apartment or townhouse or whatever he got.
Do it.
Like I got, and he gonna fuck around.
He probably handle his check.
He probably does.
Hey boy, he got 30,000 a month.
He might got all access to the account, and he gives him an allowance like every so often. Like,
Hey, low key,
dog.
Low key, a lot of kids need it, dog.
They do.
That may not be such a bad idea.
It's not such a bad idea, dog. I could live on 30 grand a month. Can you?
I definitely.
Of course. But they ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? Like
going out and spending some extra cash.
Well, they need to give his little brother some cash so he wanted to steal out the motherfucking store in China.
Dog, he had cash, dog. Once Big Brother become a millionaire, dog, you rich, dog. Because it's like Big Brother always looks out.
What was he like? First, second pick?
Second pick.
Oh, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed bread.
3 years. Guaranteed.
Yeah. And then they have that big ball. I don't want to spend so much time talking about Big Ball Brand.
Yeah,
let's
we can.
So Pistons, but I'm excited.
All right, we're gonna slam together on BBB right now. Bing, bang. They're done.
It's done, dog.
They're done.
Dog. One thing I want to kind of get into, dog, because this is new in the media, man. It's like this Tyrese deal. Tyrese crying on Instagram.
It seems like it's like 3 different issues in one.
Well, it's like about Tyrese. You know, he says he's broke.
Wow.
But his crib is fully as fuck, right?
Sure.
He needs money to pay his lawyers and stuff. He says he's broke. He says like I'm broke. Waiting on this wire transfer from Will and Jay to come through. And I'm like, dog,
This is real.
Will and Jay even answer the phone.
Listen, I don't think it's real.
the crazy thing about me is I understand, okay, just like a normal person, dog, he's still a young guy, like probably 37, 38 years old.
Sure.
And then Tyrese is like, get this money, he's spending probably just as fast as he get it. But if you're crying broke and you got a Ferrari and a Rolls Royce in the driveway, maybe you should just get rid of that shit first. Right? Maybe you should just get rid of that first. And then like, I'm going to use this to help pay for the lawyers, get my baby girl.
Lawyers for what? What is he getting lawyers for?
Oh,
anybody know?
Because he
had abuse charge.
It's something with he trying to see his daughter or something. I don't know.
I think it was
He got to do with his daughter, dog.
Yeah, his ex-wife I think was holding him down from holding him away from having the girl visit.
Shouldn't he call Dwayne Wade? Did Dwayne Wade go through something similar?
It's like a couple people go through this, dog.
A lot of them guys.
Yeah, dog.
But speaking to that broke situation, though, like broke is relative.
It is.
It's always relative.
Yeah.
Like I'm broke by Tyrese standards.
Definitely.
Tyrese is broke by probably Bill Gates standards. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing those names out there because that's just what I have to think about. But but like you said, we looking at it like we don't have none of that stuff, and we ain't out here crying and snot running out our nose on the Instagram and shit like that, man. Get rid of some of that shit that you don't need or stuff that. You know what I'm saying? That the average person doesn't have and still living a comfortable life without.
I know you got some gold chains, dog.
They got
some diamond rings.
Shit.
It was 10 grand here.
He probably got some.
Pretty sure.
He probably got some crazy memorabilia or something. He can
I thought actors
get
get residuals from the movies that they do.
Man, maybe if you was
I got a couple
I
actor
always
friends.
thought that was a.
I got a couple actor friends, and I don't want to speak for them, but from what I've heard from them and the projects they've been on, no, you're kind of done.
you have to be like a Will Smith.
Only good residuals you get is if you executive producer, director, the production house. They get residuals, but actors do get a residual, but it's not anywhere. It's not grand. It's kind of like they cut the check, you do the job, boom. I know some actors that got the check without even they got cut out the movie, but they still got the check, but then they done.
It's not like that Chris Tucker deal that he got, dog. He got like $50 million for Rush Hour or what, 2 or 3. Then he got like a percentage of like the DVD sales.
Yeah. You can wiggle your way into those situations.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, no. But ain't no contract is similar. But I don't feel the sympathy at all, just for the same reason we just said.
Yeah, man.
It's hard, man. It's real hard. It's real hard to be.
So I'm gonna get on Instagram,
Hold your head up, Tyrese.
and then
I guess
I'm gonna ask all my friends to pitch in $100, you know, to help me pay all my bills. You down?
Am I down to donate to it?
Yeah, man. You my man's. No, you
I
down?
I got this thing.
I gotta see
The way your checking account set up.
I gotta see what I got. I gotta see what I got left over. You know what I'm
One
saying?
of my daughters, she got a field trip. So.
Man, what? Thanksgiving coming up next
Listen,
week.
dog.
We got
All I'm
the
asking is $100 from everybody, dog.
Christmas coming after that.
And then next month I give you $100 and we do like a little chain thing like that. It would be like a little.
What if you just disappear? You might earth out on me. I don't know.
Nah,
He's just bullshitting, but that's the point.
That's the point.
Yeah,
We don't
that's
know,
crazy
man.
shit.
We really don't. I don't know about that situation. I didn't even watch the Tyrese situation. I saw a little bit, but I don't really know what the man going through.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think the guy's broke. Maybe the IRS coming for him. I'm not sure. But
What if he was just trying to get in character?
saw one of his movies. Was it Baby Driver? I just saw Baby Driver.
Yeah. See somebody
still
getting
saw
up walking
it.
through it.
That's right.
That's why I need money because people bootleg.
People not buying them tickets at the box office, man. It's fucked up.
So I already take your kids to the movies. Y'all know that.
No, Tyrese got a Starbucks in his backyard, dog.
You know that.
That nigga better call Tyrone or somebody. Shit. He barking up the wrong trees and this bullshit. Somebody gotta come bail him out of this situation, man. So, check it out. We're gonna break for a second. Re-up. Where you at?
Man, hurry up, dog. I'm a baby over
Oh,
here.
he's babysitting, but we about to crack him
Yeah,
another one and
I
we
ain't
about
trying
to
to
force
come
feed
through.
the situation. This is about to be peer pressure like a motherfucker. We're gonna come back in a second.
I'm gonna need White Castles.
This is,
Fart. You gonna be farting on
they must be tipping over in Belgium.
Yeah, man, we was having a little pre-production situation, and
We had to re-up on the beer. That's it.
we had to re-up on the brew, man.
They got number 2. I'm still working on number 1. But it's always
oh,
like that.
oh, you gotta stop playing, dog. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
What?
You the same guy.
I don't need an Uber. Come on, all
All
right.
right, we're gonna get him an Uber after this is over because he gonna finish this. But yeah, man. So we was talking about you know the Weinstein situation a little bit, man, and just overall sexual assault in general. You know
Who is
what I'm saying?
Weinstein?
Well, Harvey Weinstein was big shot. Weinstein Productions, Hollywood.
That sounds familiar.
They kind of ran Hollywood for
Sure.
Is
been
Jewish?
at least like 20 years now.
Is Jewish?
Gotta be with that name.
Okay,
You
Weinstein.
know,
So they
they
said
booted
Dustin
him.
too.
They booted him out the company, but it's still his company. Whatever the case, man. But,
They protected. Don't think you protected.
no, that's
Right.
that's rough though, man. Like, and don't take this as no disrespect, but you know, with everything that's going on with Weinstein, Cosby, all the allegations, have you ever had anybody bring some shit up on you? Like, try to bring some shit up on you like
Like
that?
raped him?
No, not nothing like that. Nah.
Not in jail, right?
Maybe it's some crimes that might be unsolved, but nothing crazy.
These are crimes that was all.
Things that's in the past.
Nothing immoral, right?
Nothing involving sexual assault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that.
Warehouses, you know.
Warehouses.
You know, too big for that now.
Okay.
Take the windows.
Ain't
Yeah,
happening no
dog.
more. Right, you fucking around, twist your ankle down through there, all that weight
Oh,
come down.
dog.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Harvey Weinstein, well, he was
Sexual predator.
sexual predator to like men, to like women, to both. He's putting Kevin Spacey.
I think it was a woman, just mostly women.
Mostly women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it like this.
Yeah, the cast and couch.
For me, I was about to say, for me to summarize the situation, if you want this part, you gotta get live.
I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Because there's some big name actresses that's coming out the woodwork.
Yeah, I
yeah.
know.
I heard,
Halle Berry.
not Halle Berry,
Halle Berry.
but the
Scarlett
girl
Johansson.
from Iron Man.
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Everybody
But people
I don't
who
even
have
I can't
some,
think of her, but she's an Iron Man.
people who have some
The
notoriety.
girl from Avengers.
Yeah.
You know, some get people know.
Yeah, man, they coming out, not being scared,
Okay.
letting it be known. I mean, you know, I don't know I can't tell nobody how to or how to find the confidence or when to come out saying something, but you know, these are things that took place years ago and they starting to come to light now, man. And that's kind of like, I guess to turn that into a topic, man, that's a frightening thing. Like, you know, you think you're doing something, getting away with something, man. Sometimes that shit just sits. It just sits in the shadows, you know what I'm saying? Then it comes out like, yo, this dude that doing X, Y, and Z, all that other stuff, man. So
I'm pretty sure so many people, other people done did it, dog. They done died and they had a good life, and man, just.
The way they did Bill Cosby in comparison to the way they're doing Charlie, I'm gonna call him Charlie. It's totally different, man. It's totally different.
So
I said Bill Cosby, they had about the same amount of women, right around.
it's crucifying.
60, 70 women.
At this point, I think, and not to make light of the situation, but yeah, the numbers,
trial probably 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, the numbers on Weinstein have almost hit Cosby numbers as far as accusations. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know.
What's changing in Weinstein's life right now? Because I don't know nothing about this.
He in rehab, sex rehab.
He's in sex
He
rehab.
said he need help.
He not getting no charges.
He said that?
He said he needs help.
But he never admitted to anything that
nobody's
that
pressing
alleged
charges.
against him,
So how old is this guy?
I'm not
60,
sure,
I'm
man.
gonna say 60.
But like I said, he's been doing it.
mid-50s.
Like he's been doing it for a minute.
Been in the game for a while.
The first time I heard of the Weinstein Company and the Weinsteins was way back when Dame Dash was doing the movies and Rockefeller Films.
Yeah.
And he had a problem with them. For some other reason. They had nothing to do with sexual assault. But that was the first time I heard of it. And then I did, of course, right. And then I did the necessary research and I was like, oh, okay, damn, they've been behind this film, like big stuff. Like it's like a conglomerate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like picture having a monopoly on a certain industry.
Right.
That's the situation here with them. You know, I don't know how long that'll last going forward, but
I think it's over with. I think it's safe to say it's went from him to somebody else, but for him, I think it's over with.
yeah, they already booted him out the company, which to me, it really don't say too much because
He's just not there.
Still
It's
got
a
his
face.
stocks.
Yeah.
He's still getting money.
yeah,
That ain't gonna stop.
that's my thing, and my name's still on it. His brother is running it, as opposed to them
Same
running it
thing.
together. But I mean,
Instead of having a couch at the office and having a castle couch at his crib.
yeah, my brother's keeper, like you know, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
let my nigga hang out the
You
dry
wanna-
like that.
You
know what I'm
wanna
saying?
come off
Bill
this
Cosby rich too. It's like,
movie?
how did it happen to Bill Cosby? And I hate to point everything towards race, but why did they attack Bill Cosby so fast?
I'll tell you this.
And not Charlie.
It was like roaches when the lights came on with him.
Listen, Bill Cosby black. Flat out. Bill Cosby
I
black.
didn't say
Listen, dog. Listen, dog. You think like as far as like African Americans, man, it's like how much we actually own in Hollywood. It's super small, man. You look at like the Jewish people. Like look at the
They
Jewish
probably don't
people
own nothing.
in the area that we live in, dog.
Right.
The Jewish people, they stick together, dog.
Yeah.
They reinvest their money, dog. We get a little bit of money. We want to go out to the suburbs. Dog, go to the nice mall out there. We spend our money out there, and our dollars don't circulate how they supposed to do in the city. They always leaving. So they get their money, their dollars circulate inside their community. The dollars come in from somewhere else, and they continue to get rich.
Yeah.
Continue to get rich.
Keep it in.
Yeah.
And you think about it, like they don't too much interact with people for the most part. They too much don't interact with people outside of the race, outside of their community. I mean, they may have a conversation with you, but
Business.
in terms of let's be all inclusive and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't too much. And I don't think they're rude. I don't think they're like just horrible people or nothing like that. But they have that mentality. Like you
Some of them might be horrible.
Some of them are, I'm sure.
And this shit is right with Charlie. Was it Weinstein?
You just gotta, just give and take.
Person.
There's horrible people in every
I
race.
think
So I
that
mean, it
guy's
just
a
is what it
horrible
is.
person, man. Some of the stories was kind of
Man.
Some of that
some
stuff just
big name stars are still making hit movies and never said nothing about it. It does kind of make me question as to whether or not they doing it because they want to or it's some kind of reason. I'm not quite sure. I try not to even think into it. But they thinking they rich. I'm not. You know,
Rich of love.
they still talk to him. You know what I mean?
That's what people-
Still
that's-
friends.
other people tell themselves when they ain't got no money.
Rich of love.
When you ain't got no money, you gotta find something else to be rich about. And I'm not even trying to knock it, but it's funny. So shit.
When you inside your car, man, you just imagine it's a Bentley.
Yeah.
You know, then you touch the cloth seats, you know, like,
So
man.
what's some of the fastest ways that regular people can do things that's positive and feel like they're rich. Like, what avenues can we take at this point? You know what I mean?
Are you talking about like entrepreneurial?
Entrepreneurial, and a lot of people don't know about stocks and bonds, and
They don't.
not as much as our grandfathers did. You
Right.
know, those types of things was important.
Or even just our people, our skin color. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, you talk about the
Wasn't really
stocks,
taught.
they like,
Yeah.
that's just for you in New York. Like, you could go on E-Trade and you could do some things, but you know, I mean, what do you think about those things?
Now it's not even so much stocks isn't the hottest thing. It's more about like Bitcoin. That's so whack. Bitcoin is beat. No, but Bitcoin, man, it's like it's crazy, man. You think about Bitcoin back in 2009 when it came out, the white paper was released. Man, Bitcoin was worth pennies, and now Bitcoin is just under 7,000. It reached like 7,500 like last week. Now it's floating like around 6,500, give or take, as we speak this Friday night. But can you imagine having just $10 and saw like, okay, in the future there will be a change in the way we transact, and you invest $10, and less than 10 years later, that $10 be worth millions of dollars.
Right.
That's nuts.
Right. Just based
That's
on
nuts.
the growth of the product itself.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing something with it.
Right.
Like this
Right.
is about to be the new wave, the new currency, and we're getting in on the ground floor.
It's digital gold.
Yeah, and we're allowing it to appreciate in value based on an initial investment, which is nothing because nobody actually saw any value in it.
Now, is that in layman's terms, or because it kind of sounds like a bond in a way?
No, man, it's definitely different from the financial system as we know it, because the financial system is supposed to be like, we're supposed to transact with what and use as money. We're supposed to use what we think is money as citizens, right? And they told us like this dollar bill is money, right? But in case you haven't noticed, the dollar bill is losing value like year after year after year.
Can't even get a bag of chips no more.
You can't, dog.
Right.
No, so now what it was is like an anonymous person or group of people created Bitcoin. They put a limit to how many will ever come into existence. But since it's digital, the value could swing from a penny to a fraction of a penny to millions of dollars. So it's fractionalized into 8 decimals, so everybody in the world could actually own some Bitcoin. Right. Very few people will actually own one. Very few. Only 26 million will ever be made Bitcoins. And as the Bitcoin price is higher and higher, the harder it is to actually create a Bitcoin. And create a Bitcoin, how to create it is actually a bunch of mathematical equations that come together and break off and makes fractions of a Bitcoin like every day. So the last Bitcoin won't actually be made until like 100 years from now, which is pretty dope. So the Bitcoin will probably be $1, $2, $3, $4 million. You know, 100 years from now.
This is a strictly investable type of thing.
That anybody can get into, dog. Anybody.
Can I spend out of the Bitcoin daily?
Huh?
Can I spend off of Bitcoin daily since it's digital, or is this something that just
listen, dog. It's so.
points for spending money with them?
This nigga get no points. You're not getting air miles.
That's the catch nowadays.
Right.
These are cats. I get points.
No, but these are valid questions, you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of kicking back listening too, because
cash is getting old.
Yeah.
A lot of people
You
say,
better
as soon
see
as
it.
I get it, it's gone. As soon as
Yeah.
I get it, it's gone. It's like, wow.
What's so dope about Bitcoin right now, man, is that you could take your dollar bills like from the bank. You're not really taking dollars. You're just transferring digital money from the bank to another digital currency called Bitcoin through like an app. It's the easiest way to get it, called Coinbase. And you can buy as much as you want, right? I think you can buy, for a new person to the app, you can buy $200 immediately, right? Anything else might take a couple of days. But it's just trade one currency for another. Bitcoin is a currency that's going up in value, so you want to hold it.
Right.
Dollar bill is going down in value. So, in all honesty, you want to hold as few dollars as possible. So that's why we go like, okay, your job is like, yo, Nick, yo, Sean, yo, Jerry, you need to invest in this 401k because you're going to grow maybe 4 or 5, maybe if you're lucky, 6% a year, right? Well, shit, Bitcoin has went from less than $1,000 this year to over $7,500 at its peak just last week.
It's about a fluctuation and
yeah, and it's still brand new.
Daily, it could be
So
different.
what do you want to hold, Bitcoin or the cash, or either Bitcoin? Bitcoin has outperformed practically every stock.
It sounded like me.
And what's cool about Bitcoin too is, man, there's companies out here that have Visa, MasterCard logos that you can load your Bitcoin on it and spit it in the store like you
That's
would
perfect.
your debit card.
I think it is, because I think overstock is actually accepted Bitcoin.
Yeah, for sure.
Or cryptocurrency in some format, but overstock is. I think it was like 2 or 3 others that I read about that are actually accepting it for purchases. You know what I'm saying?
It's some.
So it's a slow process. Well, not a slow process, but it's a process that obviously, it's gonna be something that's gonna take place over time. So you get in on it, and correct me if I'm wrong. To me, it seems like a situation where like you purchase like gold, and gold might be here right now, but if you see an upward trend, you're gonna hold on to that gold because you see that it's gonna be worth a certain amount. So if you, I liken it back to, there's a story about a dude that purchased a Rolex, I think in like the early 70s or something like that, held on to it, and I think he sold it, within probably like the last 4 years or something like that, and it appreciated in value. So it was just one of those things where he knew, like, okay, this is the thing that, this is a new thing. It seems like something crazy that somebody buy a watch in the 70s for this price. You know what I'm saying? Gold, diamonds, whatever he had in it, but it appreciated with value. He held onto it and then cashed out on it. I think the dude was like in his late 70s, so he was like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and unload this boy right.
I got a couple of leather coats from the 70s. So.
You got that black exploitation,
pristine leather, dog.
You got that black exploitation closet in the wardrobe.
From the 70s.
That's that Rolls Royce leather.
Yeah. Super fly joints, man.
It never gets wet.
And
never gets wet.
And with the crypto and anything else, man, I think like everybody, whether you work in a job or whether you have a career or whatever you want to call it, I think everybody needs at least, if not 2, at least one other thing that you're working on, man. Like the podcast that we're doing right now, you know what I'm saying? This isn't like the most innovative idea because obviously there's 100 podcasts out there, but this was something that I wanted to do because I definitely was just like, man, I'm tired of kind of just doing whatever I'm doing during the day, coming to the crib, chilling, working on music and stuff like that, which I still love to do, but you know what I'm saying? Having another avenue, having something else, another avenue of expression, rather, to get out ideas, whether you had something that you had a eureka idea this week, or whether you had something going on, or linking up with somebody that we ain't seen in years, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of give me that boost, or give us that boost, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whether you go on doing what you doing, you do what you do, I'm doing what I'm doing, you just kind of get that energy boost, like, damn, that was a fun thing to do. I learned something at the same time. I'm going to take that on to the next thing I do, man. Just keep you motivated.
It's about experiences, man. You know what I'm saying? It's people. It's about giving back, and dog. Who could we interact with, dog? Because, maybe we could be a light to Nick. Maybe Nick can be a light to us, dog. And it's a relationship that continues to grow and blossom. A beautiful flower.
And I'm learning.
You like flowers, man. He said
learning,
that.
Flowers are beautiful, man. I love how about flowers.
I'm learning that you can hang with. Everybody got different kind of friends, different kind of family. You know what I mean? Everybody got the crazy side of the family, the cool side of the family.
For sure. Yep.
I'm starting to learn how to, love both sides. You know what I mean?
Both.
Not be like them, just love them both. You know what I mean? So.
I got you. And for myself personally, man, like, and for some of the viewers out there that probably know me on a personal level, like, I got periods of time, dog, where I go into super introvert mode. I don't want to hear nobody's voice. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to do nothing. And it's no disrespect to the person. It's just that I just do that, like, by nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily be understanding why I feel like doing this or why I want to be like this. And I go into that mode, and it ain't like I'm in a depression or a funk or nothing like that, but I just like, yo, I'm about to sit here and just be to myself, do my thing, work on myself, work on the next thing, and then, put it out there and present it. You know what I'm saying? The podcast is just another method of expression for me to kind of not go into those modes, because sometimes it be 6 months before I go through that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'll hold on to something that I think is a good idea or a good expression or a good theory or whatever, instead of just expressing it. You know what I'm saying, on the podcast, man. I talk to my man Jay Sims, like, we'll text every once in a while, talk on the phone, or be somewhere hanging out, drinking a brew or whatever. But to do this on a regular basis is something that I think is healthy, man, to get it out there. For sure.
Absolutely, man.
That's it. I mean, that was a good point.
That was it, man.
That's a good point.
Like, I'm super
Well, I
excited.
wasn't trying to wrap it up.
No, you ain't wrap it up, dog. Because we can't wrap it up until we finish the beer, dog.
Yeah, man. And
Y'all gotta finish y'all beer. I'm not gonna finish my beer probably because I got a lot to go. I feel like a little bit of stuff happened in my brain, dog, from the beer.
Good stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog, it's just because, man, I ain't had no food in like 7-8 hours, dog. And that's why my stomach. I got a baby stomach. I can't necessarily take all this beer.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I need some food, dog. I need some little pasta, a little steak, man, and I'll be straight. And next one I'll probably have a hamburger, dog, French fries. But I really want a steak.
I'll take some of them. Just give me a cup or something.
We got cups.
JC,
We'll get him a cup.
We'll do cups.
Hey, man, speaking about the hamburger with the French fries, this is a terrible segue. But him saying that just reminded me. I listened to Cam album front to back today.
Okay.
Oh,
Program.
He just put out one called
The Program.
Did it come out yesterday or today?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Kids on the car.
Kids on the car. Yeah.
And he had a song on there where he was talking trash about sucker dudes or whatever. He said, "You with chicken nuggets, fries with the sauce on it." Like, I was like, what?
That's Cam, though.
I'm not dogging it. I'm just saying. It's him saying that fries.
Because Cam is really.
Yo, but no talk, no bullshit. It was 16. It was 16 tracks on it. 16 joints. I probably like 8 of them.
Okay, that's fair.
Because he had some foolishness.
Is he still working with Kanye? I mean, Kanye.
He was talking shit about Kanye.
He was
talking shit about Kanye.
It was like track 3.
Yeah, that was one of the first
early, dog.
He got at Mace on one of them too. I want to say, man, that was like track 2 when he got at Mace.
Yeah, I like Mace. Mace sensitive though.
But Mace probably deserved it for like a better.
Well, they're not friends no more.
I don't know, but them first 3 tracks on there though, I was like, yo, Cam gone.
Dog,
He's gone.
I like that one song, man. What's it called, dog? I posted it to like Instagram, dog, last week.
The one with the Lean on Me?
Lean, yeah, it's called Lean, dog. When Cam was spitting, dog, I like Cam. I like storytelling Cam, but I also like Cam that's like gosh, but gosh, golly, I'm gully. Yeah. Look at my collages, Gucci gold, platinum flat collages. That's just what it's on.
I think
you don't think so?
Hey, honestly,
them lines are like
no, he shouldn't. No.
He in his lane.
He definitely. Yeah. First of all, like this is my assessment of the whole project. Like I know Cam because Cam been rapping for 20 years. Yeah. I knew what to expect. I knew how he sounded at different points in his career, and I think he gave us a healthy dose of every different type of Cam that he was. Like he gave us Confessions of Fire Cam on a couple tracks. He gave us Natural Dipset Cam with the Heatmaker type tracks. He gave us some Rockefeller Cam with I think he had 2 Just Ways beats.
Come Home With Me.
Come Home With Me was great. That was dope.
Yeah, like he gave us a little bit of taste of all that. So if you like Cam at any point in his career,
that was dog. That Cam was great.
Them first 2 joints on this new one was the hottest.
What's New York? Purple Haze to me.
Purple Haze.
Dog, I mentioned a double disc set.
Listen, that was crazy.
First one or the second one, because they did 2 double.
Blue and red. Oh, you know what? The second one, I wasn't really.
That's when they got J.R. Ryder.
J.R. Ryder.
I like the writer of writers, dog. I like the writer of writers, man. J.R. Ryder. The writer of writers. The writer of writers.
Because I had grown. I had matured more from the first Dipset CD.
Yeah.
When I heard the second one, I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't as much Cam on there though. It was more
He was
Santana.
trying to hurt the
Everybody
rest of the
trying to-
team out
You
there.
know what I mean?
Yeah, he was in CEO.
Santana was sweet though.
He was sweet.
I like Santana.
Santana had a lot of character, man.
Yeah.
Santana had that star quality to him.
Yeah.
Like he was one of them dudes that even if he didn't present the best rap, he was one of them dudes that you knew he was gonna stand out amongst like everybody else in the crew. Kind of like how you look at any other like rap crew or whatever in history. It's always that one dude aside from the main nigga that you knew was he gonna be that dude. Like if you want to take it all the way back, like you look at like Corrupt out of Death Row, he's gonna be the nigga other than Snoop being the big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at well, I can't really say Rough Riders because the Locks was already hot before they got
like
hot.
Lil Wayne
You know
and
what I'm saying?
Juvenile.
Yeah, like Juvie was the main
He was
nigga.
the man.
Yeah, Lil Wayne just went,
It's like,
just went out the scratch.
I take this through the alley-oop. Man. Yeah, I like Cam. Well, my favorite Cam gotta be
Album or just song?
no, just like when Cam was the hottest to me, dog. I like Cam when what was it? Come Home with Me, dog. When Rockefeller, when Dipset albums came out, dog. Yeah, that was crazy,
This is
dog.
as a killer.
Yeah.
He had the nigga with one leg in the video.
Yeah. Purple Haze is so dope too, though, dog. Pulled up in like the pink Range Rover, dog.
That was dope.
Man, that was crazy, dog.
I take Come Home with Me over Purple Haze, though.
Dog, I like
Album wise.
Cam.
So,
You can predict what Cam about to say, but when he say it, it's still sweet, right?
Not every time.
Come on, son.
Not every time. Cam is a good artist, though, overall.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just kind of lightweight joking about it, but he is a good artist.
For his age, to me,
Even when he was doing his thing, like, I remember the growth. Because, you know, when he first came out with Horse and Carriage and that nigga had the goggles on, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And Mace was in there, he was at the
Yeah.
pool party. But then when I listened to the album, I was like, okay, it's almost kind of like how Eminem come out with that one wacky ass song to get everybody looking at him, and then you listen to the rest of it, and it's nothing like that. That's how Cam first album was to me, yeah. First and second, really. And I'm like, this dude can actually rap, you know what I'm saying? But then he started doing a different style, and not saying it was good or bad, but it wasn't what I was into. And like I said, he gave us a healthy dose of all that, all the different styles on this new joint, and he definitely went back to saying, I still keep computers peeping on this new album.
I think it's safe
He said he still keep the computers peeping. Like he said,
safe to say that his affiliation with
Get on,
Rockefeller
girl.
didn't really build his
also
career.
fired up.
It didn't build his career to me. His affiliation with Rockefeller, everything they did, I mean, it helped a lot.
Man,
It's
that
what
album,
platinum
yeah.
did.
It
But-
put him in a different space. Like not saying he
It lived
became a
up to the
superstar.
expectations. Hey Man was a good one. That was big.
It was big.
Hey
It
Man was
was.
big.
Yeah.
Hey man, and old boy.
Oh boy, those two were like.
I remember trying to compare it to Cheddar Boys, old boy. Oh boy.
And see, he gave a shout out to them on
he
that
did.
album. So it was like,
Yeah, I mean, much love to Cheddar
Ohio
Boys, but
plays
the Cam,
Detroit
like,
Cheddar Boy.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
The Cam's was hot.
Pittsburgh boys
It
were
was
mad
hot.
about
It was
that.
hot.
They
It
was
was hot.
mad.
Those might
Yeah.
be Cam's two biggest records, though.
Oh boy.
I met Cam.
Old boy and
Did you meet
I
Cam?
met Cameron twice.
where
Is Cam
In
short, dog?
Columbus.
he definitely spoke a lot about Ohio.
He did speak a lot about Ohio.
Cameron is a real
Hey, what you go to jail
person.
for?
narcotics.
Okay. So what you doing in Ohio? You met Cam where?
I wish. I will say this though. I wasn't on campus, but he totally controlled the area that I lived in. If I had to put it on a Detroit scale, I would say if I went to Wayne State, I would have to say, I lived a couple miles from there. I'd probably be somewhere around Warren and Trumbull area off campus, a little bit further down. He was on site. Like, he would come through. He didn't have no nice car. He wasn't driving no Bentley or nothing. I remember the first time I met him, he pulled up in a minivan, a Chrysler.
Town and country?
No, it wasn't no Town and Country.
What?
It was like a Chrysler. It was like a Town and Country.
Okay.
He pulled up.
Aspen?
Me
Chrysler
and my
Aspen?
two roommates.
Yeah.
My one roommate was crazy about Cam.
Yeah.
Crazy. He introduced me to Cam in a higher way, with the music. But He's like, Cam outside, man, Cam outside. I'm like, man, shut up. You know what I mean? Stop
you
playing
joking.
with me, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man, Cam outside. So we come outside, we go around the corner, Cam outside.
How'd you feel?
The whole neighborhood was outside. I mean, I didn't bum rush him or nothing like that. I was just surprised because he's a really small guy.
Oh, let's.
Hey, hold on, that's my question,
He's
John.
a short.
I'm gonna go another route.
Yeah. Because these rappers, though, low key, they be looking. Them camera angles be shooting up, dog.
Timestamp this for us. What time?
What year was
time
it?
period?
This was in 2003.
Oh, just come home.
So this is Cam,
Yeah,
man. Like he hot.
And he was really facilitating whatever they was
He wasn't there for no show.
There was a lot of people there that was
He wasn't there for no concert.
in the dark, that was doing some things for real, on some real shit.
Damn.
They was outside, the whole neighborhood came outside, and everybody was welcoming them, hugging them. And
How tall is Cam? I'm just a little curious.
okay, the second time I saw him, I got a better view.
Yeah.
I got a chance to see him. We was at the Hoop. That's in Columbus too. 24-hour gym.
Yeah.
We up there. One guy playing basketball on one court.
What?
It's Cameron.
Is this Leon from Above the Rim?
He was playing by
No
himself
ball?
with the ball.
With no, we had the ball.
But security watching. His security was holding his chains.
Okay.
My man's once again. There go Cameron again. We got there about 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just at home
Yes,
board. Let's go. Get there, Cameron playing ball by himself, shooting around, sweating. He had on at the time. He had on some designer jeans,
Yeah,
t-shirt, a
You
couple
really
of
wanna
chains, but he took all his chains off.
Yeah.
And I got a second chance to see him, and he was still small, but
What do you think?
it was just crazy.
We say small, dog. How tall you think Cam was? About 5'8"?
Because you 6'4". You 6'4", so small.
Yeah,
You ain't
small,
small to everybody.
That's different.
I got a chance to really see the guy. You know what I'm saying? I said what's up to him. He wouldn't remember me today, but just the fact that I got to see him, he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He was cool.
Yeah.
But I had to say Cam's like 5'4", man.
Shut the fuck up.
Man, I used to look up to y'all.
We gonna hit that.
I did because, you know, I ain't have nobody to look up to. The niggas that's out there, they was funny as hell.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, stuff. Yeah, that's right.
They was funny as hell.
Funny style niggas.
Niggas came in the locker room talking about, we gotta pull your drawers. I said, you
What?
not touching my drawers.
What?
You a freshman, right? I'm a freshman. Yeah, I'm a freshman. I'm a
You
freshman.
was a freshman.
You tipsy.
I am a freshman.
No lie.
You know, some of you might know it as hazing. That's what they call it nowadays. But when I was in school, when we was in school, it was freshman Friday.
Yeah.
Right.
I forgot all about that.
And before I made my change over to Oak Park, you know, some individuals that
Oh, so you was in Southfield first.
Southfield said, we have to pour your underwear.
That's gay.
That shit gay.
That is gross.
I was a little confused because I came from Detroit Public School.
That ain't what
We
y'all
didn't
did.
do nothing like that.
Yeah.
So you beat all them
We
niggas.
fought, but we ain't pulled nobody underwear.
Right.
It's like a wedgie.
A fight ensued.
You gotta pull your drawers, man.
Big fight happened. And I got kicked out.
That's how you ended up at Oak Park?
I got kicked out, man.
Okay.
Well,
It
actually,
sound like you did the right
I had to
thing.
go
Sorry,
to,
right, exactly.
they detoured me because my parents, we were new to the area at Southfield people.
Yeah.
And they said, Arthur Ashe or this school is positive, you know.
Based on the area.
Yeah,
They ain't know
because
how
it's-
it went in
My
the
parents
actual
didn't
school.
know, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Go to the back of Southfield High. It's a trailer. At the time, it was just 2 trailers. One for high school, one for middle school. I didn't even know it was reject middle school kids. I thought,
Really?
man, Detroit, we was all just bad. You know what I'm saying? But we loved each
This was
other.
after the shit happened. They you
Yeah.
Hey, it's like the movie
Off the ass
Class
is
Act,
true.
dog. You had a little trailer for the badass kids.
Just
And
like
then on the
that.
other
Yeah,
side
it's
was
crazy.
like fucking
Just
like
like-
flame balls, all that.
It's like night and day. It's like you walking to heaven.
It's like Mr. Clean that went through that bitch. Like, yeah.
It's like, whose bus? Syllabus.
You know?
Syllabus.
Yeah, I forgot you came from over there. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you know, I came to Oak Park. It was like a breath of fresh air, man. I remember, like my first day in this school, I was trying to find a
Got
gym.
some?
I came later.
The first day.
What happened at Southfield? No, but I was looking for the gym. I remember I couldn't find the gym, and I wanted to see. And they had tape over the doors. They wouldn't let nobody in the gym at the time to say the floor. It just got redone.
Yeah, we got the new floor.
Yeah.
And I see Sean come down the hallway. I don't know him from nothing. I just got to the school. Just enrolled. My mama just walked out the door. And then I see Sean coming around the corner. And I'm like, damn, this nigga tall as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know he got a hoop, but I don't even know if you remember the first question I asked him.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You asked me what the gym at?
I'm like, Jim, you play ball? He's like, yeah.
I saw the fake deep voice.
Yeah.
Like, what a gym? He's like,
Mad
right there.
testosterone.
Right.
Yeah.
They just did the floor. You can't even go in there. I'm like, when's tryouts? Remember, like, did the season start? He answered a couple questions for me, but I'm like, it was just different. I felt at home after that. Damn, man.
Damn.
He's got to be the KG of the team. That's what I'm thinking.
I never
about.
knew this story.
He was like the first dude I seen in the school.
It wasn't hard to see me, you know.
He came around that corner with that book bag with one strap, like.
That's how you used to wear that shit.
With the Chuck Taylors on, like.
Hey, man. Hey, dog, listen here, man.
Sean had the blue truck trailers,
Yes.
the black ones.
Yes.
He had the pink ones. He
Man,
had the
fuck
long green
what he
truck
talking about.
trailers.
Man, fuck what he
The
talking
sun
about.
yellow truck
Listen,
trailers.
black community. I got Chucks popping again for black people, dog. I did.
And
We
he
talking
got
about
us.
99, 2000. I
And he
started
got
wearing
us.
them shits like,
Yeah.
yo. And
Sean was
yeah.
crip walking on the
No
road.
disrespect to the West Coast, but out here on the Midwest, I got Chucks popping for black people again. Niggas is not wearing them shits. I remember, rest in peace, our homeboy Mike Ham.
Yes, sir.
Clowned me the first day I came to school. with them bitches. He was like, what the fuck? That's exactly how he looked at me. I'm like, hey, you crazy. This shit's about to be popping.
Yeah.
Nigga, Chuck's got 30 different styles right now.
Dog.
Probably more. Come on,
They got
man.
Chuck Taylor boots.
Yeah.
Dog, Chuck Taylor, dog. Chuck Taylor's with a little fur in the inside. Dog.
All that.
Feeling that.
Chuck Taylor's with the mad grip on the bottom.
I feel like they owe me something.
For sure.
But anyway.
That was like a good experience for me right there.
Yeah.
It was, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, no doubt, man. I ain't know that story. That's a new story.
I was
for me,
like-
You
man.
forgot that, dog.
I
You forgot that,
I
dog.
felt like I was
all
part
I
of the team.
remember from high school, for the most part, at this point, is that I went there. I don't even remember like this.
I guess it's a few moments for me, dog. But sidebar, I know it's getting long, man. How long we been on this thing? A little over an hour.
Yeah, we might be hour and 15, hour and 20.
All right, so let's wrap it up, dog.
Let's do it.
What's good with you?
Everything is good with me, man. I'm in good health. I'm in good spirit. I actually had a better day today because I knew I was about to be here doing this.
For sure.
I know I got things planned for tomorrow and Sunday and all that. We're recording this on a Friday night, by the way. And
Could be other ways.
still, yeah, man.
Here with you.
This is a thing, man,
For you.
that this isn't new, but Wednesday night, man, I created a track, man, that I thought this nigga keeps saying beautiful flower blossoming. If I had to, you know, not in a comical sense, but I guess maybe so, if I had to explain the experience that I had, it was like a beautiful flower blossom. I finished this joint. I was like, dog, this shit feels good. And that's the thing, man. Like, sometimes you might not have the illest situation going on, or you might not have the most money-making potential at this point. But, man, sometimes when you create something, and you sat down there and you grind it out for it, and you put it together, man, and it sounds good, speaking on music specifically, man, it's just like, damn. Sometimes you be feeling like shit can't stop you, man. You know what I'm saying? I put something together that I think was dope, man. I did communicate, and this is a reason for the podcast too. I don't even know if I told you about this, man. The reason for those promo videos and putting the podcast out, man, I did communicate with a woman that I have worked with in the past, but hadn't talked to probably in like 5 or 6 years, man. we exchanged some ideas about some beats and stuff like that based on the videos that we posted.
Okay.
She was like, "Oh, I like that one in that video that you posted on such day."
Okay.
She's like, "Send me some stuff that sound like that." You know what I'm saying? So, and that was part of the point of us doing the podcast, promoting the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Shout to her.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna put your name out there because if it doesn't happen, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a good thing. I'm still doing the music licensing. I don't have any projects on deck right now, but I'm still trying to put my name in the hat, trying to get things going, trying to get television and films, and make some things happen with it, man. But it ain't the most lavish life, but it's a good life. It's a good feeling, man, to be able to do what you want to do, make some money from it, and still be able to, balance reality. I ain't gonna say reality, but balance certain things that you don't want to do alongside with the things that you do want to do, and still be able to make money from both. And then, just live a full life, man. Like, ain't nothing like doing something that you probably didn't think was gonna even generate money, but it does. And man, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah. Nick, man, what about you, dog? Milkman, what's popping?
Right now.
Keep talking, homie. Keep talking.
Right now. Everything is good.
I heard the beat, though.
I
just wanted to make sure it's still recorded, dog. I just had to make sure it's still recorded.
Fuck production value, B.
Yeah, man, this is real.
We do it.
It was real.
Yeah, it's gonna get edited. This might not be in the edit.
Dog, this is not gonna be edited, dog. This is for real. Dog, I gotta pee, dog. So
so hurry up.
Little bladder.
Come on, man. I got baby bladder, dog.
Honestly, man, I love everybody out there. Man, I got mad respect for my big homies, man. Right now, everything for me. A lot of y'all that have seen me recently or haven't seen me, everything is good. Shout out to some of the people that know me. And, 3 kids with my wife, man, everything is good. We building, we learning from our mistakes. And, we're growing as a team. And, I'm starting to take a look at things differently and starting to choose and see what's positive and what's negative, not just, I should say, in the material aspects of things, but just in life in general.
Right.
And
that's important, man.
That's important,
Important.
Trying to reapply some things for school and finish some things up and just try to tie up some loose ends. So, at the end of the day, man, I'm a proud father, and I've been through hell and I done had a lot of good moments. But you see where I'm at today. One thing I will say for a lot of people that's out there going through whatever they're going through, is just hold your head up, fight through it, have your faith in whatever it's in, whatever your beliefs is. Just make sure it's something positive, something you can help others, reflect yourself in a positive way. To all the women out there, hold your head up, you know what I'm saying? Love my beautiful black women. I do. I love my black women. I might sound like black women. Whoever. It might be cliche, but all of y'all are appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Our mothers, everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to get with the brothers, because
it's just love.
Give opportunity for everybody to see how we doing. I pray that these guys take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like I'm on Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Hey, man, the lights is brighter tonight, dog.
The lights are brighter, dog. Got better lighting, dog.
Yeah. So I reached out, they answered. You know what I'm saying? If you got a story to tell, if you want something that people know, these are the brothers to get it out there for you, for real. So one thing I want to say is, stay positive, everybody, and work towards your goals, no matter what you go through.
Sure.
I done been down, I done been to places where I didn't even want to go, but it took me. But it's not on my forehead, so you know what I'm saying? I just keep going. Right now I'm successful. I'm working on a lot of good things, positive, and you can too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So stick to your guns, don't quit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Aggressive right there.
Yeah,
All right.
It's not like you said.
Oh, my IG.
Please shout that out. Shout out IGs, man.
IG, I gotta shout it out. Bison Daylight. at thegram.com.
How you come up with that, dog?
You know what?
Somebody said you was him.
Somebody told me that I look like Bison Daylight.
You don't, but all right.
But quite honestly, in respect to his game, his craft, he got 3 or 4 championships.
Yeah.
He do?
Oh, absolutely.
I know he got the one with Chicago.
He got 3 with Chicago.
He was on all that. He was 96, 97, 98?
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
If not
I know he was
96,
on
98, 7, and 98, for sure 97 and 98. Because he was with us for a second.
He was with us when we had
But just
ugly
one
ass
ring,
jersey.
though. One ring is better than no rings.
It is.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather be affiliated with a player that won a ring, made some deals, and had some contracts, than somebody that just didn't do nothing.
Yeah, like Brad Doherty.
For sure.
Brad
8
Doherty.
feet tall.
Big Sam's, man. What you working on, dog? What's been going on in your life for the past 7 days?
All right, so this past week has been like a really, really good week, man. I've been shooting, me exploring, and one of my homeboys, Dantes from Detroit, exploring abandoned buildings, making, the beer.
Damn.
I know, right? It's a baby stuff, man. I had to go at pee-pee.
Damn.
I'm not switching up.
Y'all done got another one. I'm still on my second one, y'all on 3. Anyway, it's voodoo, right? It's not Christian, like. But started working on a short little mini documentary about Lewis Cass, the second governor of Michigan. So I thought that was pretty dope, man. I started doing that, man. I started shooting Thursday and wrapping up Sunday. And just trying to be creative and create, getting myself out of like I think that would be cool to do, and just say forget it, just do it. Don't think it'd be cool to do, just do it. You know, because it got to start from somewhere, just like this podcast. You know, unorganized progression, man. We progressing. While I was unorganized, we came here today. We didn't have like a format what we wanted to follow. Right. We just went in here and we did it. We just chopping it up, 3 brothers, living life. We have stuff to say. Everybody has an opinion. It's about sharing it and bringing ours across to you guys. Hopefully, we can inspire you guys to kind of do what you guys want to do. Stuff that's been sitting in the back of your head, like, man, maybe one day, if only this will line up, if only this was perfect, dog. But shit, it's never going to be perfect. Just fucking get out there and just do it. You know, stop being a punk. Just try. You know, who says that we're great at what we do, but who's to say that we're not? The only people that can stop us is us.
That's right.
The only people stop y'all is y'all.
Creativity is subjective, man.
Absolutely.
My motto is, dog, shoot the shot.
Yeah.
Some people don't think Jordan was the best.
Shoot the shot and fuck the result, dog. Like
nobody else
shoot the
does.
shot. You want the positive result. You want the elevation. You want the progression. But the only way you're gonna get that is if you actually shoot it. And if you shoot it and you miss, guess what? You right back where you was before you even shot it. Like, come on, man. Fuck the embarrassment. Fuck all that. Come on, man. You just do your thing. Put it out there. Let it be known. If it doesn't go anywhere, okay, maybe analyze why it didn't go anywhere and take a different approach, man. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you'll be
Stop
all right.
being scared. Stop being worried about the next person. And stay off social media.
That's
Because like we said
Don't
last
stay
time.
off social media.
No,
'cause we need to
don't.
find this podcast.
Okay, all right.
Don't
I
get on
worded
social
that.
media with negativity.
I worded
Yeah.
that wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look at fights and just don't be consumed with butt shakes on social media, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that. But
Consumed. I can draw too much time, dog.
Don't look at too much of that.
Don't
Don't look at too
affect
much.
your
Some of the
relationship.
twerk videos.
Don't
Minimize
let
the
it affect your relationship.
Exactly.
Don't let it.
When I said stay off social media, I meant don't let social media dictate how you should feel or where you feel like you should be in
write that
life.
down. I know.
Because there's a lot of motherfuckers on that line
Yeah,
about what
hip-hop.
they're doing and where they at or where they going. Some of these motherfuckers don't even be on the path of what they say they're doing, man. Just do you. Create the thing. And I challenge everybody, actually, man. Listen to the podcast, though. Watch the podcast. But do the social media detox every once in a while. Depending on your consumption of social media, if you on there every day, I challenge you to just do it for 2 days straight. If you on there every couple days. I challenge you to do it for a week. You know what I'm saying? Just stay off social media. See where your life turns out, especially if you're a creative type. I guarantee you, man, your creativity and thought process and your ideas and theories will shoot through the roof, man. That's the only thing that puts me in a perfect space is when I just shut all that down and end up looking at and seeing and dreaming and believing what I want to believe, man. And it starts coming to fruition, dog. It's real.
Don't be afraid to educate yourself, man. A lot of people that's going through a lot of hard stuff, and I always speak about people that's going through hard stuff, and no matter how much I go to church, how much I pray, no matter what my beliefs are, no matter where I travel and who I talk to, man, there's people everywhere that's going through stuff, and, you know, you want to be able to be like, I feel you, but I haven't lost a brother, I haven't lost a mother, I haven't been in a mass shooting, I haven't, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, my prayers and my hopes and wishes to everybody, man, that we work through it, we follow what he was saying, Bitcoin, just invest, try different things, man, education, no matter how hard things get, just try to keep fighting, man. That's like my main thing. That's what I wanted to get out. That was like my main goal to get with these brothers right here. Is just to talk about positivity.
Yep.
No matter what's going on, the world, the president, whatever religion, whatever you're dating, whatever. Just try to stay positive. That's like my number one thing. Try to stay positive. That's it. That's how I feel. Like, that's my closing. Like, try to be in the Hall of Fame with positivity.
And I'm gonna end y'all with this too, man. A lot of times in life, we seek to look for a comfortable position. Comfort is good, but to an extent. Greatness will not come out of comfort. Yeah. So find yourself in an uncomfortable position, doing something that's positive for you, and you receive greatness. Hey, before I end it,
that was the perfect ending, dog.
That was perfect. But I got to shoot my shot.
Hey, man, niggas always
listen,
forget. Hey, ladies, you ever had your man put the shit down and then he give you some extra words and he's like, oh, you done fucked it up.
Listen.
There you go.
Real talk. Nick threw an alley-oop, dog, and threw Bitcoin out there. Like, I've been investing in Bitcoin since February this year.
That's real.
So, my Instagram
when he got it.
is at Boomerang Bread, right, on IG.
At @boomerang_bread.
Don't
IG.
call him when he got it.
So what I'm saying is, like, if you're gonna learn, if you're a little bit interested, you know, with an investment of like $100, dog, you can actually earn 1% average on a daily basis, dog, through platforms like cryptocurrency. So hit me up at Boomerang Bread, dog. I'll be sure to contact you, dog. We can have a phone conversation, dog. Talk about it, dog. Let's change your life.
At @boomerang_bread. At Bison Daylight 1983. At Prolyphic the Pro. If you are a writer or if you are an aspiring writer, producer, hit me up. I got a lot of opportunities out there, and I can't fulfill all these needs myself because there are a lot of opportunities where I need someone. I need this voice. I need this pen. I
He
need
do
this
all the
sound.
graphic stuff that you see.
Between the
It's
podcast
website.
and producing music and looking for artists, man, I still find time to reach out to people.
This is what he do.
So please hit us up. We'll have the graphics on the video and
Yeah.
everything.
That's
So
what he
this
do.
is the Unorganized Progression Podcast, and we are on an unorganized path to going upward.
Start it again. You forgot.
This nigga here.
I want to have unorganized progression.
I'm the other 50%.
Yeah,
of
this is our
progression.
dude, dog.
This is our guest,
Luke Man, aka Yannick, aka Nick.
fam, right here. This ain't just
You know,
somebody
quick
that we just
couple
ran
bars
into.
before we go out.
Please do.
You gonna give us some bars?
Why not?
All right, let's do it,
Why
dog.
not?
No beat.
No beat. Okay, it was acapella.
It's acapella.
All right.
I'm on the podcast with Jay and Sean. In case you didn't know, this is not a replica of Sean John. If you want to know what the beef in the streets is, turn the podcast because we know what your kids need. If you got this work and you want to take it and sniff, then we got it 9 times out of 10 in the bliff. If you need it 7 days a week, play us back too. And if I got the food, I'll get it for you. I'll bring it to your front door, my mans will too. And I'm buzzing off the drink, this a freestyle too. So if you really want to flow and you want to know what we doing on Friday nights, this is what's up.
Yeah, man. We record on Fridays.
Drop it on
nights, we put it on
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Click on it, SoundCloud, YouTube, all of that. And we
Subscribe.
will be up this Tuesday, without question.
Video coming soon.
Hey.
It's coming. 1634.
1634, you heard it right here, baby. Unorganized progression. Link in with us and lock in with us every time. Peace.